Hello, what's up? My name's Seb and welcome to Jump Inside versus mode. This is where we put two games head to head against each other. You should know it works by now, but if you don't know how it works, basically we take a mission from one game and we take a mission from the other and we compare different things that one game might have and the other game might have similar, but which game does it better? In this episode, we're putting Hitman against 007 First Light. Both games are created by IO Interactive. One's a spy game, one's an assassin game, but they both have loads of gadgets and way of getting across the map. So, without no further ado, let's get started.
Hey.
Starting off with mission prep. Yeah, I find mission prep probably being one of the most important things inside these games, where you have to choose the loadout that you want to take on your missions with you. In 007 First Light, you have a Q lab where Q works. Q is the person that creates all the gadgets that you take on your mission. One thing I really like is the fact that you get to test out all the gadgets before you choose which ones you want to take on missions, because you're limited to a certain number. But it's nice having to see how all the gadgets work, even though you might not take them on every single mission. So after you've tested them all out, then you'll have to go to the gadget table, choose what gadgets you want, and then when you're ready, you want to make your way upstairs to mission briefing. Moneypenny is the person who's in control of mission briefing, and she'll basically run you through a lowdown of the missions that you're about to go on. I really like this. I think this is great. She has an interactive wall. You can ask her questions, and you can find out as much information as you want about the mission, or you can just trigger that you want to start the mission immediately. In Hitman, the mission prep works a little bit differently. It works as a bit of a menu screen rather than an interactive walk around. Honestly, I love this, the way they've set this up. I think this is lovely. Yes, it's a menu screen. It's not interactive, so, you know, you do lose out on that immersion of walking around places, getting to use, you know, different types of gadgets. But I can see why they've done this. It's basically because they fit loads of gadgets into this game. Like, there are so many different gadgets or different things that you can take along with you on a mission. It's really nice just having that availability. However, I will say I think most people will probably take the lockpick to get through doors, and possibly the electronical card to get through card-locked doors. Not that every mission requires both of those things, but, you know, you can mix around and choose what you like. Again, at the same time, as well as that, you also get to choose your weapon loadout, to choose what weapons you want to take along with you on the mission. And also, my favorite is you get to choose a hidden stash if you want to take an extra piece of equipment. And you can also choose what outfit you want and what entrance you want to take before the mission begins. Once you're ready, head over to Objective and then play the video, and it will give you a little bit of a brief about what you're going to be doing on the mission, who the targets are, and yeah, it's just a little bit of preparation before you actually go on your mission, and I like it. It's good. I think both games do this pretty well. I can't say one game does it better than the other. I think both styles are made for their games, so I'm going to have to call this first one a draw, so it's 1 point each. Next, we'll talk about free roam, and free roam in each game works a little bit differently. Now, in 007 First Light, it's not generally an open free roam game. It is linear. You have to go from A and get to B, and as you can see, as I'll pull up my menu screen right now, there is nothing here that says map. There's no map option whatsoever. I just have to get from A to B, but that doesn't mean this game isn't free roam. There are parts where you do get to explore a bit more. So, for example, inside one of the first missions, there's a chess tournament, and you have to walk around this venue. Now, this venue part, I can kind of move around wherever I like, and I can go around in circles over and over again. This part is open for me to explore. There's no map, but I do get the option of exploring different areas of this, which it makes it a nice, fun, explorable moment, but I will head off at some point, and this will go more linear, and then there might be other parts that are more open. So yeah, so it's both a bit of a free roam in some parts and a bit linear in other. In Hitman: World of Assassins, honestly, this is some of the best open world stuff that I've seen. Basically, it puts you inside a map, gives you 2 targets or 1 target or how many target it wants to give you, and pretty much says take them out, and there's no rules on how to do it. You just have to take them out. And the fun part is I've got this whole map, I've got the whole blueprints, I can use any method. There's no room that's off limits to me. I mean, well, yeah, no, some rooms are off limits, but that doesn't mean I can't go in them. I can go in them, whether I want to firefight or whether I want to wear a disguise or whether I have to climb up a window around it. Like, I can do whatever I like to get from A to B. There is no restrictions on this game. This game is fully open to me, and I love it. Honestly, the thing with Hitman is you have the ability to make a game like this. With James Bond, I can definitely see the fact that they need to make linear parts of the story. Otherwise, you don't get that full James Bond feel. So, honestly, I think James Bond does it extremely well, but I think I'm going to have to give the point to Hitman because it's built for this. So, Hitman gets the point, but I don't think you could have done it with 007 First Light. All right, now let's talk about vision mode. Vision mode is one of my favorite things to do in any type of game where you can press a button and you can slightly see the world slightly differently. So, for example, in this particular game, you can see your enemies through walls. I think that's amazing. I think that's a really cool thing to have the ability to do. All the things that you can interact with are marked in yellow, so you can see like yellow interactions. And if you want to shoot that thing down and collapse on one of their heads, you totally can do. You have got the freedom to do so. The gadgets are down there at the bottom. You've got a choice of 4 different gadgets that you can use, and I think this is probably one of the best things about 007 First Light. It's less about the free roam and more about the gadgets, and I just love it so much. It's just an awesome game where you're just equipped with a few gadgets, but all the gadgets are very handy. So it's very selective about what gadgets you pick when you're in QLab for this point. So yeah, absolutely love the way this all works. Anyway, we'll move on to Hitman. All right, so in Hitman vision mode, it looks a little bit different. Basically, the world goes in black and white and different things show up in different colors. So for example, yellow is the color for interactions. So I can shoot down that lampshade if I really wanted to, but everybody here would be on me. And red is the target. And because it's open world and you're in a map, and you're in there with 2 of the targets that you need to take down, that's your main objective. You can see your targets no matter where they are on the map and no matter where you're on the map. You can see your targets from halfway across the map if you really need to see them. So yes, you can track your targets no matter what. I really like this feature. I think that's amazing. But at the end of the day, I've got to give this point to one of the games, and I think because you get gadgets with 007, I'm going to have to give this point to 007 First Light. I think it's a little bit more interactive with the vision mode. I want to be in it more, so yes, absolutely, 007 First Light gets the win for this one. Next, I want to talk about leads. Now, I have to get from A to B, which is downstairs to upstairs inside this particular mission. Now, I can do that by my own way if I want to, or I can choose to follow a lead. A lead will also get me there, and it might get me there following an interesting storyline. And there are 2 leads for this particular mission. It's Above and Beyond and Staff only. I can choose either options. I can take either one of them. I don't have to take them if I don't want to, but it's completely optional to me. Now, both leads have circles on them. If I want to follow a lead, I would have to complete all those circles, and then I would get whatever that lead has to follow, which is access to upstairs. So, yeah, I've got options of multiple ways to get from A to B. If I wanted to follow a lead, I would just hold the gadget or vision button, whatever you like to call it, down, and I would be able to follow that to a circle that is pinging, and I would follow that, and that would complete a part of one of the leads. In Hitman, it's pretty much the same thing. It's just done through the menu. Basically, there are stories. There's 9 different stories throughout this particular mission. I think different missions might have different lengths, but mostly I think 9's more of the number for most of the missions. And when you do select one, you'll have a marker on the map. You go to that marker, and then that marker will trigger one of the leads. Now, I don't think there's any way particularly to track these, so there could be a different number of things that you have to do to get from the start of the lead to the end of the lead. But yeah, you just follow all the points that it tells you to do, and that will be a lead complete. And it might give you an interesting thing like one-on-one with the people that you're meant to assassinate. So yeah, there you go. I think both games do leads pretty well. I think 007 does it well because it kind of tells you how many little dots and little things that you have to do to complete the lead. As in Hitman, you've just got like loads of them all over the place. So yeah, I think it's kind of like they're both good, but I think Hitman just about wins. Anyway, that's the video for you right there. Hitman wins more points, so Hitman wins between 007 First Light and Hitman. However, I still think both games are extremely excellent. Which one wins in your books? Give me the reason down below and tell me why, and I will see you guys on another Jump Inside video very soon. Thanks for watching, and goodbye. Hey, thank you so much for watching, and I really hope you enjoyed the video. If you did enjoy the video, then please don't forget to give a like and subscribe to the channel. That would be amazing. Thank you so much. Anyway, I will see you guys on another Jump Inside video very soon. Thanks for watching, and goodbye.